Hey, hey, hey. So what is Coach doing still up? Coach is up reading and planning and writing. Hey, J Jax. Hey, Hydra. Hey, Falcon. Hey, Nakia Official. Girl, when I was speaking to you the other day, hey, Patricia. Hey, Crystal. Hey, On The Go. Hey, Kaizen Global. Hey, Kasha K. When I was speaking to you the other day, Nakia. Hey, Wendy. Girl, I still need to call you. Hey, the real working home mom. I had almost dropped my water. And hey, good night, Narissa. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Dewana. And girl, that's why I jumped. Girl, Wendy, you gonna get me. I know, I know. Hey, Fertile Heaven. I'm always up late, Van. I'm just not always online. But I do have a word for y'all tonight, and it is a good word. You know I can only go live. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Isha. When I got a word. Hey, Kim. And so if y'all did not get that book, hey, Whiplasher. If y'all did not get that book that I'm telling y'all about, Think Like a Billionaire, you need to get that book. You need to get that book because that book is so good. Hey, JD. Girl, I just be forgetting Wendy. My mind is so bad. So listen, this book is so amazing. And one of the reasons the book is amazing, and I'm going to tell you what I'm reading about now. You got it, Debo Cash? Oh, it's so good. What I'm reading about, what I just finished reading about was, you got to get it on Amazon. It's called Think Like a Billionaire. Scott Anderson, 1T, was about billion-dollar habits and how to self-control your way to millions of dollars. And if you haven't shared this scope, share the scope. Hey, so that's Nene. Ooh, I am God's bread. It is a must read. And thank you guys for the hearts. Make sure you share the scope. Y'all know the routine. Hey, Be Extraordinary, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever. But right now, he's talking about the difference in, hey, Lashina, how billionaires plan and how everyday people plan. It's Scott with 1T Harrison. And guys, we've got to stop living for today and start being prepared for tomorrow. We've got to stop living for today and start being prepared for tomorrow. And one of the analogies that he made is that we're missing opportunities. Somebody type in, not me, because I'm not missing any more opportunities because I'm not prepared. Hey, Siobhan. Hey, Mama Carolyn. Hey, Jay Ayana. Somebody type in, not me. And what he's saying, and if you guys haven't shared the scope, share the scope, is that if we just prepare a small percentage of every day, and I'm going to give you the list, but if we just made preparations a small percentage of every day, hey, Aubrey, it would change our entire life. So one thing he talked about was education and knowledge. He said if you just spend 20 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day reading, hey, Ask Marilyn, and getting knowledge, that you would be ahead of 95% of Americans. I'm going to repeat that. If you just spend 20 minutes a day improving your knowledge, you would be ahead of 95% of Americans. He said, imagine if you spent an hour, but just 20 minutes a day. See, people don't want to hear this because you want to hear, oh, how I can get money fast, and oh, hey, call me Nachi. Oh, how I can do this, that, and the other, and it don't take me no energy and no effort. Oh, this, that. No. Everything you're going to do that causes you success, there's going to be a level of preparation that goes with it. Your normal, everyday self is not just going to go out there and become a millionaire. Hey, Akin Unique, your normal, just everyday self is not going to just luck upon $1 billion. If you're not being strategic in your efforts and strategic in getting knowledge. See, Proverbs said, that the knowledge is not only comes before the riches, but is more valuable than the riches. These trolls is out, but I'm going to keep blocking. And so, knowledge, 20 minutes a day. There's also a book by, what's his name? Jeff Osteen. And it's called The Slight Edge. Hey, Lance. It's called The Slight Edge. And he tells a story in that book about how this woman, these trolls, girl, that's why I don't like late at night, about how this woman was the slight edge. I think it's Jeffrey Osteen. No, it ain't Joel Osteen. Joel Osteen is the pastor. Hey, Brittany, welcome. But he talks about how this woman was reading this book. I can't stand trolls. They get on my nerves. And if she just spent 20 minutes a day reading a leadership book or 20 minutes a day reading a financial book, how she would change her life. The education comes in because you've got to be ready for the opportunities that come your way, or you got to be ready for the emergencies. And for those of you who were alarmed by the election results, don't you dare go into the next year without getting an understanding. For all of you who were alarmed by even the two candidates, don't you dare go into the next year without an understanding as to how to make your finances different. If you want to change your life, you've got to do something different. And it doesn't even mean staying up late or getting up early. Just shift some of the time that you have now. It is some habits that, unfortunately, people who don't have money have, that people that have money don't have. And if you look at the correlation, right? The eating out, sodas, snacks, cigarettes, if you just change those three habits, that money, disciplined and investing that money would be millions and millions of dollars. But we don't see that. We're feeding big industries and we're not requiring that they feed us. You may not want to hear this. This may not be in your 5-year plan, but I promise you, if you listen and apply these lessons, it will change your life. Stop being money dumb. Stop being money dumb. Stop only wanting to hear about that instant success, because that instant success is not long term. If you don't have the applicable knowledge, if you won the lottery tomorrow, you could not keep it. I'm going to repeat that again for the cheap seats. Welcome, Brittany. If you won the lottery tomorrow, if you did not have the applicable knowledge to go with that money, you would not keep it. Stop being money dumb. And that is exactly why, right? Penny wise and dollar foolish. That is exactly why pro athletes can't keep their money. That is exactly why when people win the lottery, they can't keep their money. Because there is a mindset that goes with the money. And if you think you can just take it and turn it over to somebody else for them to manage, that's a sure enough way to lose it. So if you haven't shared the scope, share the scope. So number one, you got to be educated so that when opportunities come, you can take advantage of the opportunities. Number two, you've got to have a plan for tomorrow. This book talks about the majority of Americans don't have a plan for tomorrow. Don't have a plan for 6 months from now. Don't have a plan for a year from now. How do you think your life is called? Think Like a Billionaire, Become a Billionaire, As a Man Thinketh. The name of the book, the author, Scott Anderson. How do you think that you're going to be a millionaire in your lifetime if you don't have a written plan to do so? Somebody say, wow. How do you think that you're going to change your generational wealth if you don't have a written plan that shows you $1 million on paper, or I'm going to take this idea and make it $1 million, or I'm going to do this and make it $1 million. And so what happens is we're missing opportunities because we have not planned to be millionaires. You have better plan to be a millionaire in your lifetime. And if you don't plan it, it is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. And so listen to me. There are some of you who will miss the opportunity to launch your inventions in this lifetime. There are some of you who are sitting on $1 million ideas and you haven't done anything with them because you've not taken the time to commit the plan to paper. There are some of you who go to work every single day and you know you're better than that job, but you won't do anything about it because it requires effort. And that's number 3. Number 1 was education. Number 2 was a plan for tomorrow. Number 3 is effort. Baby, you got to choose what you're going to be afraid of. Are you going to be afraid of getting money, or are you going to be afraid of staying broke? It is an exercise in choices and making the right choices and making the right selections. Do I want to choose? Do I want to choose to stay scared, or do I want to choose to move to the next level? Do I want to choose to be broke, or do I want to choose to generate revenue? Do I want to choose to be the have-nots, or do I want to choose to be the haves? And it simply comes down to choice. It is not luck. It is not destiny. It is not anything but choice. But choice. And every day when you choose to be afraid, you also choose to be broke. Every day that you choose not to study and enhance your life, you choose to be broke. Every day when you choose to watch television and not read a book, you're choosing to be broke. Every single day, you make choices. And every single day that you make the wrong choice, you choose to be broke. Everyone can make it happen. There is no person that is on this scope that does not have millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire potential. It's not. And you got to choose to think of yourself that way. You've got to choose to think of yourself being prosperous. You've got to choose to think of yourself having abundance. You've got to choose to think of yourself freeing yourself from generational curses. You've got to choose, and you've got to stop allowing folks like Chief Onanaka, who said this is BS. You got to keep them dummies out your face. You got to keep them dummies out your face. If anybody tell you that you're not capable of the next level, get that dummy out your face. Get that dummy out your face. But it all boils down to your choices. Your relationships are a culmination of your choices. Your financial situation is a culmination of your choices. Everybody got bad stuff that happens to them. You see how I call his name and then blocked him? Everybody got bad stuff that happened to them. Are you going to let that stuff hold you back? Or are you going to say, I'm going to be positive and I'm going to claim my abundance in spite of? I'm not saying it's easy. I'm saying it's possible. Number 4, you've got to claim your support. You've got to build you a support system of some sort. Stop relying on the support system that was relegated to you when you were born. If you're waiting for your cousin and them to help you simply because they're your cousins, you're gonna be waiting. If you're waiting on your husband to help you simply because he's your husband, you're gonna be waiting. If you're waiting for your kids to help you simply because you birthed them, you're gonna be waiting. You need to be a part of a support team. It can't just be your girlfriends from high school simply because you went to high school with them. You've got to develop a like-minded, positive, forward and progressive moving support team. I'm going to be honest with y'all, because some of y'all are so cheap that it's ridiculous, and you're spending money on stuff that doesn't make sense, and you're not investing in getting in quality circles. I have paid money to be in conferences, and the women who were in those conferences with me, they paid money to be there. And so what I knew was that all of us, right, we're in a forward-moving mindset. And if you're not around people who are investing to be in the atmosphere, if you're not around people who are, like, we're on the way to Florida next week. It's true, but it's risky. No, it's not risky. What's risky is staying broke. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. You got to stop thinking that these affiliations are going to come to you for free and cheap. Because if your affiliations come to you for free or cheap, that is exactly what they're going to be. They're going to be free or cheap affiliations. And I got sisters flying in from all over the country to be in Fort Lauderdale because their development and their growth is important to them. They're flying so that they can sit at the table with me and break bread. They are flying so that they can hug each other's necks and realize that they got a support system. And I'm just being honest with you. We got to say to ourselves, who do I want around me? Everybody that is in Fort Lauderdale is making an investment to be there, an investment in their next level. That tells you, number one, they're serious. That tells you, number two, they tired of being tired. That tells you, number three, they are ready to move forward. That tells you, number four, they got each other's back. And that tells you, number five, we're not taking no for an answer next year. That tells you they are tired of putting everybody else on the front burner while they put themselves on the back burner. So it makes a difference. Yes, I'm on Periscope. What's up? It makes a difference. So you got to have a support system. And it tells you, too, they're committed. How many of you have ever said, I'm going to get me a support system? Hey, girl, be a part of my support system. And they say, oh, okay, I'm going to be in your support system. And then they fall off. You got to get around people who are serious. You got to be around people who are ready. You think you just gonna go and create a random support? I've been there before. Hey, Black Small Biz. And I was sitting there waiting on my friends to be ready. And I was sitting there waiting on this person to be ready. And sitting there waiting on this person to be ready. And I said, no, I'm gonna take advantage of the opportunities that are put in front of me. And I'm gonna go with the people who are ready to go. Who are ready to go. Ask Marilyn, you should do a scope. You should do a scope and tell women you're ready. I'm starting a women's organization. Well, I already have a women's organization that we're relaunching in December. So I'm going to have some opportunities for women. But yeah, sis, you should do a scope. And you should tell women that you want women to come and be a part of what you're doing. We got to stop sitting in the shadows. And that's the truth. But I'm not stopping, and I'm gone. And anybody that wants to be a part can be a part. But I can't keep waiting on you to get it right. I've got to go. Then time is number 5. Are you planning your time? Are you doing billionaire actions with your time? Or are you sitting up, and thank you guys for the hearts. Hey, Mahogany D, are you sitting up wasting your time? I don't have any minutes to waste. I don't have any minutes to waste. I don't have any minutes to waste. My kids go to the grocery store. I ain't got no minutes to waste. What do I do when they're in the grocery store? Sometimes I read a whole book. Sometimes I read a whole book while my kids are walking around that grocery store looking at noodles and rice. I read a whole book. Why? I don't have time to waste. I've been going to that grocery store for 30 years. Going to that grocery store does absolutely, positively nothing to advance me to the next level. You got to look at your time and say, where am I? Baby, Daniel, he gone. Daniel, you ain't got to talk to him. You ain't got to talk to him, Daniel. He gone. I got a quick block finger. I don't have time to waste. And so I look at every minute of my day. Some of you are spending 30 and 45 minutes in commute time. When I still had a job and I was commuting for an hour plus each way, I was doing consultations. I was listening to books on tape. I was listening to classes. Eddie, you almost got blocked, Eddie. But I was doing things that saved me time. I just did. And that's how I started to look at my time differently. That's 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, 10 hours a week for 52 weeks. That is 520 hours a year I was spending in the car. For me to sit there rapping and listening to Drake and listening to Jay-Z and not do something positive with my time, shame on me. Shame on me. And let me tell you what I would do. That was how I started my transition. That was how I started my transition from corporate America, because I would do 2 consultations at $99 each, right, in the morning. And then I would do 2 consultations for $99 each on the way home. Listen to me. Listen to how I got out of corporate America. I was already making 6 figures a year. So in order for me to leave, I had to have my money on point. I was making $400 a day in traffic. $2,000 a week in traffic. $100,000. Remember I said I'm in traffic for 52 hours. So if I'm making, hold on, let me do the math right. If I'm making $100 an hour, I was making $52,000 a year in traffic. In traffic. When I shifted my mindset, somebody say, wow. When I shifted my mindset and said, girl, instead of you honking your horn, I said consultations, Jay Plata. I said that. Life and business. I'm a master life and business coach. When I shifted my mindset about that phone, hey, Serena, what I started to do was, if you were not a paying client, I ain't talking on the phone to you. Some of y'all talk to y'all girlfriends on the phone for 2, 3, and 4 hours a day. Not me. Not me. When I shifted my mindset about that phone, and I said I'm going to make that $700 iPhone pay me, and that if you're not paying me, you're not finna be on my phone. When I shifted my mindset, I shifted my money. When I shifted my mindset, I shifted my money. Some of y'all are still playing basic ball, talking on the phone with your girlfriend. For what? She only cares about the wallet anyway. If you don't get off my scope with your stupidity. I have children to feed. And as a matter of fact, I've got 2 in college right now and another one go in January. So you want me to be sleeping in my car? Stop being stupid. You want me to sit and listen to rap music? Stop being stupid. You want me to sit and walk through the grocery store? Stop being stupid. So if that means you're telling me I'm only concerned about my wallet, then say that. Because I don't want my family sleeping in the car. I don't want my family struggling to make ends meet. So you can move around with that stupidity, boo-boo. You can move around with that stupidity because I'm not the one. Oh, you talking about no, my girlfriend, not you. Boy, 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 don't get me lit. Listen to me, y'all. I don't know if y'all are like me. You got family. Yeah. Come on. They do. My kids do know. My kids do know. And my kids are proud. My kids are proud. He almost got it, y'all. He almost got it, y'all. Ooh, I'm sorry, boo. I'm sorry. But listen to me. How all of that started was I went through a divorce after being married for 16 years. And what happens is once you get once you have 2 checks that go to 1 check, you struggle. And I had to learn how to come off the struggle. I had to learn how to take what I knew how to do and make money from it. And so I know, baby, that today was almost go. Baby, that block finger had got lit. But I was finna strike. But I say that because it's a serious story. And a lot of, especially women are living paycheck to paycheck. I'm like, have a moment of regret for what? I'm like Maya Angelou says, I wouldn't take nothing for my journey now. When it's all said and done, the only regret I have is that I didn't wake up sooner. That I didn't realize that jobs were a racket. That I didn't realize that abundance is for the taking. Those are my only regrets. That I wasted so much time not exercising my ideas, not moving to that's my only. That's my only regret. Last but not least, plan your money. Plan your money. That whole paycheck to paycheck scenario is dead. Real talk, we're living in a poverty in the form of a paycheck society, meaning they have us tricked into thinking that we're well off because we're getting a check and we got a car and, we're living in a poverty in the form of a paycheck society. And whenever they decide they're going to let you go, they're going to let you go with no preamble, with no warning, with no backup plan, and with no tears. They're going to release you into the world to fend for yourself. And so I'm just not an advocate of that whole paycheck to paycheck system. You need to have a backup plan. You need to have a backup plan, or you need to have a plan to quit your job altogether. And that's the truth. That's all I'm doing next year. I'm launching 2 programs at the end of this year. One for people who want to create a backup plan. It's called Plan B. And one for people who want to quit their jobs and need an exit strategy. It's called Plan A. So if you want to join the wait list, it's bit.ly/thequitlist. You can join the wait list for free. You'll be the first ones to know when the program launches, but it's 2 pieces to the program. It's a Plan A for people that need an exit strategy, because you don't just come up with 100 G's to leave your job. You don't. It's a plan involved, period. And then Plan B. So, baby, I don't know what's going to happen next year. And y'all don't know what's going to happen either. And the bottom line is, if you don't know how to generate revenue out of thin air, you had best learn now. If you don't have a plan B for your finances, you need to learn now. So make sure you join the list so you can be the first one to know about what's coming down the pipeline. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to sit here and wait on next year to happen. I'm not going to sit here. And Fertile Haven, it is one of those trips that you got to invest in knowledge sometimes because somebody else can get you there quicker than you can get there yourself. And that's the truth. We got to stop thinking that we know how to do stuff that we never known how to do. It took me years to learn how to generate revenue at this rate of speed. It took me a long time. So make sure y'all join the list. It's bit.ly/thequitlist. Okay, Brittany. But as long as you join, you good, baby. So, and I'll have my team see why I won't let you check which one. But, we can't just keep sitting around and letting life happen to us. And we see abundance in other people. And we know it's possible for us. But we are yet to figure it out. We got to figure it out, y'all. It's time. Yeah, we're not guaranteed time. Especially with what's going on now. I got a whole new swag, y'all. I got a whole new swag. After what night that was? Tuesday? When I woke up Wednesday morning, I woke up with a whole new attitude. I woke up with a whole new swag. And here's the thing. Here's the difference. I'm not worried, but I will be ready. I'm not worried, but I will have a plan. I'm not worried, but I will be proactive. I'm not worried. I just know what I need to do. And what I'm not going to do is sit and wait on it to happen. I'm going to be ready. And the reason I'm going to be ready financially is this book that I likes to read. It say, money answereth all things. I'm not going to sit and wait on whatever happens. They're talking about, they have all this speculation about the job market. They have all this speculation about the economy. Y'all do what y'all want. I'm finna be sitting over here with a mattress full of money. What say y'all? What y'all gonna do? I'm finna even, baby, I'm filling my tank up. I'm gonna keep my car full. I'm gonna keep, I go to a man's blocker shop. He said, you go to a man's barber shop? I said, I go to a man's blocker shop. You just got blocked, buddy. Why is my hair, or lack thereof, so important to folks? I don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why is it women with short hair? Is that all? Yeah, I got some chicken wings. Clock, clock, clock. Block, block, block. Baby, I'm keeping me some money in my mattress. So what my grandma used to do, I'm going to have some of them coffee cans that look like, made the election over with, boo. These folks still talking about Trump or Clinton, boo. Trump already in there, baby. What you talking about? That's another thing. I don't know why these folks out there protesting. Can I say something, y'all, and keep it real? Just say okay if I can. If you don't want me to say it, just say no. Duke Madman, Kanye West say, having money is not everything. Not having it is. Can I just say something, y'all? All them folks that was protesting on Wednesday, where they was on Tuesday, where they was when he got the nomination, where was he when he announced that he was going to run? All of these people out there protesting after the fact, which I understand protesting and I understand it's your right. I get all of that. I get that. And I applaud that. But the day that he said, I am going to run for office, If you were that adamantly opposed, if you were that indigent, if you were that outraged about his nomination, why, oh why, did you not speak your mind up front? And so the bottom line is that, and I'm not going to answer that as to his nature. And you know, my thing is, if he's the president now, he's the president. And so I'm not going to talk about it. But what I am going to do is I'm going to be prepared. I'm going to be prepared. Guys, for those of you who don't know, I did a video called Holiday Money. If you go to bit.ly/moneyholiday, you can get it for free. I showed you like 30 ways to make money for the holiday. I showed you like 20 ways to market your business differently for the holiday. And I showed you like 10 ways to save money for the holiday. If you go to bit.ly/moneyholiday, it shows you that there's no shortage. And you got to go to the link, baby, bit.ly/moneyholiday. It's a free video. I had like 10,000 people watch the video live. And it shows you that there is no shortage of money. I'm 21. Am I too young to build a business? Absolutely not. You can build a business if you're 5, if you got the right idea. People will pay you. If you have the right idea, the right structure, then people will pay you. Why my city and state got to do with you? Is this like a business? No, it's just different ways for you. Well, if that's what you want to call it, I guess. I don't know. Is it just me? Maybe it's these late night questions. Ooh. Y'all know I'm used to the business people early in the morning. But you have a shortage, huh? I don't have no shortage, boo. I'm helping other people. You got to pick something, sis. You got to pick something. So you say, I'm not sure which one is the right one to pick. Pick one and try it. Then indecision will keep you broke. I know y'all don't like me because I tell it straight. But while you sitting there talking about I don't know which one to pick, baby, you could have picked one and went on. I'm just being honest. You need a reality check, baby. You gonna get one over here. Who is that Sith Lord 260? Is that a troll, y'all? Folks are crazy. I just can't. Indecision will keep you broke. They all trolls, LA Hart. Well, Hustler 210, you tried an online business before, you couldn't do it. You're either going to try again or you're going to keep working jobs. Brent X, you got to try something. Take the first step. Take the first step. Do what you love to do. That's why he ain't got he ain't got blocked yet. Cause oh no. If they want if they want you to spend money to do the job, then no. I go to church at Pillar Presbyterian. I watch Joel Osteen. I go to Mattress Methodist. I go to Bedside Baptist. You afraid of paprika? What did he say? He afraid of paprika. What is it? But they got my finger bruised. You know what? Being broke is complicated too, bro. Yeah, being broke is complicated. That's why I'm a business coach. I help people make decisions. I go to Bedside Baptist. I do. I go to Mattress Methodist, Pillow Presbyterian. You late, Nazi? Even the troll got it before you did. Yes, baby, I go to Bedside Baptist. Baby, all I got to do is put my feet on the floor, put my house shoes on. I'm at church. Instantly. I'm just being honest. Yes, eyes up, Latoya. Man, Latoya, they working me hard too tonight, boo. Oh my goodness. These trolls is work. The business I did before was... Well, then you said it was getting money for you or from you? You a moonlight Muslim? with pastor sheets and rubber pillows. Boiled chicken is on scope. But I can't knocking and blocking, girl. My finger is bruised from this. They was getting money from you. That's not the right business in. So let me help y'all real quick. Let me help Hustler 210 and Brent X and all the children. Did you get my report, Dr. J Speak? I don't even know who Van Jones is. So listen to me, y'all. You got to take what you like to do. Look, Milk Dud. He gone. You got to take what you like to do. And you got to say to yourself, okay, so Hustler 210 and Brent X, what do you like to do? You said you was 21, baby. You were children to me. You was a child. Tell me one thing you like to do, and I'm going to give you some business ideas. This is how the master does it, y'all. Y'all keep them hearts coming. And then I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to go to bed. Mike Hunt, I'm going to block you. But you could get an alcohol endorsement. Tell me what you like to do, baby, and I'll tell you what to do. Duke Man don't laugh too hard. Okay, so you're from Hawaii, so you love to surf. So you could teach surfing lessons. You could teach workout lessons, right? You want me to block you? I got you. Your wish is my command. Hold on, let me do him first. You could come out with your own line of surfboards. You could do, listen to me, you could do workout lessons and make the whole thing Hawaii themed, including like a surfer type workout. You could have surfer type music. You could do all of it online and charge people like $9 a week to come work out with you Hawaii style. You could give them the lays. You had the lays on, the Hawaiian shirt. You could go the whole Hawaiian thing. And all you got to do, hula surfing. You can do all of that online, charge like $9 a week. And I promise you, the more you do it, the more people are going to sign up. $9 a week, you get $1,000. You get $1,000. You get 1,000 people to sign up. That's $9,000 a week. Out of all the billions of people in the world, I bet you can find $1,000. I bet you can find 1,000 people. I bet you can find 10,000 people. I wouldn't even teach tourists how to surf. What I would do is I would go online, because while you waiting on tourists, what happened when tourist season ain't lit? You do it online, you got 24/7 money. Jess, I'm going to let you go because you naked. All you got to do is do it. That's all you got to do is do it. Yep, and I gave you that one, boo. I charged $1,000 for them sessions. Bye, Sith Lord. Come back and see me, friend. Hey, Ariana. Yep, you need to go do it. Go do it. See, that's most people's major problem, is that they're not gonna do it. And it would be like a vacation. He gonna make his job like a vacation every day. Who wouldn't do that? Thank you, my love and light. And Hustler 220, you could have went ahead and asked the question by now. Is it downloadable, Dr. J Speak? Yes, bit.ly/moneyholiday. Go sign up, you enroll, and you get the free holiday. You get the free video. I know you was God's brat. I knew you was over there still watching. You welcome. Brent X, it will work. It will work. It will work. And when it starts working, if you don't listen to me, Here's the beauty of it. If you don't get but 10 people to pay you $9 a week, that's $900. Am I a motivational speaker? I'm a coach who speaks. I coach all day, every day. If you don't get but 10 people to pay you $9 a week, bro, that's what? $9. 100 people is $900. It don't take much for them numbers to clickety clack on their calculator, baby. But you gotta go do it. Wear your hair right here. I'm gonna show it to you. At the end of that block. Yeah, I redid the math. Okay, Hustler 620, you got about 5 seconds to tell me a week. If he gets 100 people to pay him $9 a week, that's $900. Even if he just get 10, that's still $400 a month. That's 90 times 4 is 360. Call what? The block finger? I got you. I called him for you. It doesn't take much at all. It takes effort and execution. Most people will think about the idea long before they do anything about it. Okay, Hustler 16, I'm about to go. Gearing once. Gearing twice, because I was an old lady, baby. I got to go to bed. I turned 46 this week. Whoo. This week I turned 46. That's what Erica Badu said. Can't believe it came so quick. You said with like online business, I don't know what that is. If you don't give me an example, I can't help you. I'm not a mind reader. Do I help people find their passion? Girl, I help people build a passion. I did not say 26. That's what Erica said. Whew. I can't believe I'm going to be 46. I am old. Latoya, you going the wrong way. Girl, I would give it all for 36 right now. I would give it all for 36 right now. I would give it all for 36. Because I could make it all back. Van, what you doing up? What business, Hustler 210? See, this is why I don't teach children. He keeps asking me the same question, but he's not giving me no specifics. I'm trying to help this baby. If you like event planning, just choose a particular type of event. Choose. Don't be all over the place. Don't be birthdays and bar mitzvahs. Are you going to do corporate events? Are you going to do weddings? Are you going to do anniversaries? Choose a kind of event and go out there and start doing it. And then my other friend asked me for some tips for bag makers. I didn't know what they talked about. I didn't know what they was. Baby, I didn't know what you was talking about, bag makers. You don't persuade people. You have to show people why it's beneficial to them. You don't persuade people. People persuade themselves. You build community, and once people know that you're there to help them, people will make the right decision. I don't know if that helps you, Hustler 610. If you just out there trying to hustle, folks, people are going to see through that. Authenticity and realness is the new black, and that's the truth. That's the new trend. It's not to hustle people, it's to be real. Realness right now is worth its weight in gold. Making ladies fashion bag next to can't make enough to get rich like you. Well then you can't. Yeah, you're right. Now you're right. You're not gonna be able to make all them bags from scratch and get a lot of money. So you have to start doing something other than making those bags. Maybe you start selling some bags that you did not make, and then that means your handmade bags are sold for a premium. Guys, keep in mind, you put any price on anything. So maybe you have some $50, $100 bags that you're not making yourself, and that elevates the cost of your handmade bags to $500 to $1,000 each. You make my... How am I making your username look bad? Because you can't ask me a specific business question. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Yeah, you got to be careful with handmade items. If you're not going to charge a premium, why are you making them by hand? If you're going to make them by hand, call it a premium, call it a high end, call it one of those, one of a kind. You understand what I'm saying? So stop making high end products for low end pocketbooks. You can charge whatever you want to charge. It's all in your branding. If you brand your, I scope every day, 4 or 5 times a day. If you brand it for high end, it don't matter if you disabled and passed the day for you, baby. People don't know that. But if you make the brand to look exclusive and one of a kind, people will pay whatever. It's the difference. Yeah, baby, you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to choose one thing, which one you love the most. Because if not, you're going to look confused and you're not going to make no money. But it's the difference between exclusive and one of a kind, and I'm disabled and I make these bags for extra money. It's the difference in the brand. It's the difference in the brand. By you saying, oh, I'm disabled and I'm making these bags for sale to pass the time, what that does for you is that says this bag ain't got much value. And nobody controls the value of your product but you. That's why some water is 20 cents a bottle and some water is $20 a bottle. Yeah. I hope I'm helping y'all. Anyway, I love y'all. And you know what? That's the mindset that I love. You have to want more. You know what, Levi girl? If you let anybody tell you your idea don't work, that's shame on you. That's shame on you. I teach classes. Don't leave you as late getting here. I gotta go to bed, baby. I teach classes where you can hear this all day, every day. Yes, I will be here tomorrow. I'm here all day, every day. Love y'all. I got a class called the Money Lab. It's bit.ly/mymoneyscope. And I teach you how to make multiple products and services, but multiple streams of income that make sense. They got to make sense. How do you do life coaching and become a life coach? You go get your certification. It's that simple. Your Uncle Google will tell you. Love you. Love you guys. See y'all later.